Hey everybody, Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. I hope you're having a great day today. God bless all of you. I know that this storm beta will be out of here soon, and hopefully everybody will be drying up and getting away from all this flooding, power outage, even the West Coast with all the fires. I hope everybody starts getting better. Now the temperatures will be getting better. What I did is I found the old Farmer's Almanac as well as the new Farmer's Almanac. Here's a link if you want to order it, because you do have to pay, unfortunately, for the new Farmer's Almanac. But I was able to get a couple months ahead so we can see exactly what's going on in October. So not a Farmer's Almanac, just so you know. I will tell you more about it, but they have been accurate for over two centuries now, man, and they've been older and more consistent than even the National Weather Service. So let me get into what they have for our winter forecast so we can see who's going to get snow and who's going to get what. God bless you all today. I appreciate you for watching. Please hit that like button if this helped you at all. So here we go. Now this is a picture of the old Farmer's Almanac. This has I took a picture of this so you can see the contradiction that they have from the old to the new, and at the same time the same trends that's going on from the old to the new, which will give you a little more definite. And all together I'm showing the Northeast will get heavy snowfall, as well as the central U.S. to north central will get heavy snowfall for this season so far. Plus there's more, but let me go on and show you everything that's going on. Now if you notice on this one right here, there's the winter 2020-2021. There's an old Farmer's Almanac. Now the one thing I have is on the West Coast, you see it says wet you bet. That's saying there's going to be a lot of rain going on. And if you also look on the bottom right, it's on Florida, it says gorgeous. Now these are the two areas that I find highly different from each other, but at the same time, in the Northeast, you see on the old Farmers, it says it's snow time. And also it says snow time in the central to the north states. Now these two are showing true on both of them. Okay, this is the new Farmer's Almanac. And if you look on the Northeast, it says cold and snowy. And right here in the center U.S. to the northern center states, it says cold and above normal snowfall. So those two are trending together. However, if you remember on the West, it says wet you bet. Now it says mild and dry. So those two are a little bit contradictory. And Florida, it said gorgeous. Now it says chilly and showery. So there is some contradicting things there. Now the new Farmer's Almanac, I don't know if the old one cost or not, but the new one does cost money to get. Here's the information down here. If you look on the left bottom corner, here's their web address. Follow them on all the social media if you want to. And the almanac is for sale for you to get for yourself. And a lot of farmers do get this because it helps them know about the seasons coming up and what they need to do with their crops. Now this one is the Lower Lakes region. You can see your area right here and here. Just read it, pause it, see if it's about you, and you can see exactly what's going on. And these are the predictions for October. I took out the other ones and only put in for October because that's what we're looking forward to next. And these are the conditions that you are expected to get all the way through the month of October. Now I went to every section to take care of this so we can kind of look at everybody's. And this one is about the Appalachians region. Okay, look for your area. You can see if I got you involved. And this is what they're going to expect for October as well as the Atlantic corridor region. I got you in here as well. Here's your storms and your temperatures of what's expected for the month for you. Now the Northeast region, here's what's going on as far as your temperatures, your sunny, your tropical rainstorm possibilities. Here's what's expected for your area as well. Now remember, last year was almost snow-free winter in the Northeast as well as here with me. I'm in Wisconsin. It was a very light winter. Now this year, the prediction is very different, with a possibility of blizzards hitting the mid-Atlantic and Northeast states during the second week of February. And this storm will bring 1 to 2 feet of snow to cities from Washington, D.C. to Boston, Massachusetts. And this is according to the Farmer's Almanac. And these people have been doing it a long time. Now, the Great Lakes region will get its fair share of snow, but expect above normal snowfall if you live in the western Dakotas, northern portions of Colorado and Utah, as well as Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and central and eastern sections of Washington and Oregon. Now, eastern Ohio and Kentucky can expect a significant snowfall in the beginning of February, and the southern plains are on target to receive copious amounts of snow, sleet, rain later on that very same month. So it's just going to be crazy and wild for the whole month. It's just going to be a little bit of everything. And for those living in the eastern half of the country, you may get clobbered during the final week of March. The almanac is showing a late storm in the final week of March, but what falls from the sky will depend on where you live. Okay, this storm will track from the nation's midsection to central New England, and it'll bring a significant, big, heavy snowfall late season in the north of its track, and showers and thunderstorms to the south. So it's going to be a very clear line, but it's going to be real heavy snow, or it's going to be a lot of rain and sleet. So it's kind of good and bad. It depends on where you live. Now, the southeastern part of the country, excluding the Tennessee Valley, it will experience average precipitation levels with temperatures chillier than normal overall. Now, across from the desert southwest, I know y'all been dry and been having it bad already and got a lot of fires going on. It is predicted to experience a dry and generally mild winter. Okay, so I apologize. I know it's not good for your droughts and everything, but that's what it has for y'all for this season so far. But right along the Pacific coastal plain from northern California and points north through western portions of Oregon and Washington, rainy and wet weather will be the rule for the winter ahead. In New Mexico, down in lower Texas, Oklahoma, east into Arkansas, Louisiana, Mother Nature will literally mix intervals of tranquil weather with occasional shots of cold and wintry precipitation, but overall it may seem to be a bit temperamental, so you know how it is down there by the Gulf. But there is a wild card in their forecast, and the wild card is regions covering the Tennessee and lower Ohio River valleys, north and east, up through New England, where we can expect a rather intense weather system. This weather system will keep the storms active and delivering a wintry mix of rainy, icy, and snowy weather throughout the season. So if you're in the Northeast, I'd say somewhere from the edge of North Carolina on up, you could see a very big winter snowfall this season. Now, yesterday we did Genesis 13. Today is Genesis 14. And it came to pass in the days of Amphraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elazar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Beersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemember, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. And all were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, I hope I'm saying that right. And in the 13th year, they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephaims and Ashtaroth, Karnaim, and the Zizims and Ham, and the Emins and Shiva, Kiriathaim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir unto El-Paran, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to Enmishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hazazon Tamar. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same as Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim, with Chedorlaomer the king of Elam, and with Tidal king of nations, the Amphraphel king of Shinar, and Arioch king of Elazar, 4 kings with 5. And the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there. And they that remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all the victuals, and they went their way. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and brother of Aner. And these were confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed and trained servants born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them and pursued them into Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot and his goods, and the woman also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and of the kings that were with him, at the valley of Shiva, which is the king's dale. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine. And he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thine hand. And he gave them tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, Give me the persons, and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up my hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich. Save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portions of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, and let them take their portion. Amen. God bless you all today. I hope you all have a great day. And I'm curious what's going to happen on this winter as well, since I'm up in the Midwest, and us in the Northeast looks like it might be having some snowfall with something happening late in March on the East Coast. So, hope you all have a great day. Thank you again. All glory goes to God.